my current situation is with Ephemera. I've got so much of it. A lot of it came out of the same farmhouse that we've been looking at postcards from the last couple of shows. And then some others, just stuff that I had in my garage that I pulled the boxes in. Still got tons of boxes in the garage to go through, but I think I got plenty for today. So let me start out also by apologizing. I've been a little under the weather, so if I sound a little, I don't know, under the weather, then sorry about that. I'm medicined up, so I think I can go for a couple hours. So we'll see how it goes. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. So anyway, let's see who all we got in here, and then we'll get started. And I'll go over a little bit how I thought the show might work today. I tried to think of a way to make it fun, kind of like we did the postcard shows, rather than just, sitting there showing stuff. So we'll see how it works. Hey, Dry Creek Trading Company, Bolivar Pete, Charlie Mar 912. Time to play the game, White's Point Antiques, 32-1 Rare Books. Peace out, Jen. Hey, Tomcat Antiques. Appreciate all y'all stopping by. Anybody I've missed. Tell you what. Oh, yeah. So I think what I'm going to do, let me take the camera up here and kind of show you what all we have. Let me flip the camera around. So those are all the things that are in the catalog. So I do have about 30-something $1 starts in the catalog. So take a look at those. I'll run those by request. It's just kind of a mismatch of things that I had on my shelves. And those will all be dollar starts. And then as we come back around this way, let me unplug here. Got tons of stock certificates, a few comic books. I don't really do much with comic books, but I think there's some Star Trek stuff in that box. A bunch of handwritten letters, and then back here, this is the stuff that was in the video. Tons and tons and tons of stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start pulling stuff out of boxes, and I think I'll build like stacks of 10 different items. Now, it may have more than 10 things in it, but because some of it may be like sets of things. But as I show it, if you see something you want me to run separately, just put an R in the chat, and I'll stop and run that item. Otherwise, I'll get to 10 or so. If you saw my postcard shows, I'm pretty liberal 10. They'll probably end up being more than that. And then all our regular auctions right now, I'm planning on doing those at $3 starts, but we'll see how it goes as the show goes on. So let me flip my thing over to my other tripod. Let me plug in so I don't run out of battery. Move this. And make sure you bookmark my postcard show that I have for next week. Oh, let me go ahead and start this giveaway too. So this should, there we go. This should be running. I think it's 8 or 10 vintage postcards. So just different years and subject matters. 1903 there. There's Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. There's the U.S. Capitol, East Point. Looks like then Cheat River B&O Railroad Bridge crossing. And then there's something in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Looks like another it's a Coke plant. So, and then there's Lafayette's headquarters in Brownsville, Pennsylvania. So that's the giveaway to start the show there. So get in on that. And I guess I will just start pulling things, and then probably in about 15 minutes, I'll stop and see what kind of pre-bids we have. I know we had a few. In the meantime, if you have any requests for the lots that are in the catalog, just put that lot number in the chat, and I'll try to watch for those and run those as well. So, hey, Chip and Sissy, thanks for coming in. Hey, Second Chance, Kim Lil, Desiree 71. Anybody that I've missed? One of my chat's not updating on my. Hold on, I'm going to refresh my screen on my laptop. My chat's not updating for some reason. See if I refresh, if that'll get it going. Huh, that's weird. It's still not showing any chat on my laptop. Actually, it's not showing my picture either. There we go. Now, yeah. There we go. Now I see things. Sorry about that. A little technical glitch, which Whatnot sometimes has. All right, so tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and start just showing things. And as I mentioned, we'll build a pile of about 10 items or so, um, maybe a few more, and we will um, then we'll go ahead and stop and run that as a lot. So let's see. First off, I'll just grab from different boxes here. So this will count as one item. And as I meant, if you want me to run anything separately, just put R in the chat, and then I will run those as a separate item. So these are Coca-Cola magazines. So if you like Coca-Cola stuff, this is from summer of 1966 and spring of 1967. And these are pretty cool. They're just like decorating ideas, but they all utilize Coke in the pictures. So very of the time photos in these things. Like there's the Coke cooler down there. And then this one's spring of 67. So right before I was born. I like the little babies up in the clouds there. So that'll be item number one. We'll stick 9 more things on there. I'll just start grabbing. This is some kind of, it's got some condition issues, but you could actually probably trim it up. It looks like it might be signed. I can't tell for sure. I don't see a date, but it just say printed and published by G. Rowney and Company in London. So it says at Bray. I don't know if that's a book plate or if it was just a standalone print, but pretty cool there. So I'll make 2. Tell you what, let me just pull a big stack out of here. All right, here's some photo slides. I have no idea what the subject is. Maybe we can take a look at just a couple of them, see if we can figure out. I think these came from that farmhouse. Yeah, some kind of city scene. Looks like a ship or a boat in that one. And yeah, and like I said, if you want me to run anything, it's not part of the lot, just put an R in the chat and we'll run that. There's some older cars, maybe at an airport. It's hard to tell. There's somebody's legs. That one's kind of dark and hard to see, but let me turn this on. See if that helps. Well, not really. Anyway, trust me, it's a person's legs, like a lady's legs. I don't know. The rest will be a surprise. So, hey Ben, new to you provisions. Glad to see you back on here. Hey Liz. Hey Axe Stamps. We're building our first stack of 10 here. Just gonna throw like 10 items out there, and then here comes the winner of the giveaway, and it is Kim Will. Let me write your name on these. And make sure you check out the Buy It Now as well. I have hundreds of items in there, I think. And then, as I mentioned, I've also got a bunch of stuff in the auction catalog that all start at $1 if you want me to run any of those. Let's see. Here's a couple of letters from this one's from 1949. Let's see if it's, tell you what, it's a handwritten, it's a handwritten letter of some sort. And there's actually 3 of these that are all to the same people from the 40s and 50s. We'll throw that in there, and that'll be number 4. And let's see what we got in this envelope here. We'll count all this as one thing. So here's a photo of a lady. Looks like maybe it was in a scrapbook. Here's some kind of, says Mother's Blessing. It's not a trade card, but it's kind of like that. Here's a little Season's Greetings card. Here is a Science is Fun, the Franklin Institute. Let's see what. Does anybody know where the Franklin Institute is? And then we'll throw one more item in this and call it a stack of stuff here. Here's a wooden nickel. Philadelphia. Cool. Thank you so much. I learned so much doing these shows. So this was 1949 wooden nickel. So I think that gets us up to 5. So we got 5 items in there, 5 more to go, and then we will run this as a $3 start lot. Here is, I don't know, it's an old napkin. Looks like it's Valentine's. So we'll put that with that, an In Loving Remembrance 1952 for Miss Mabel Floor in Pennsylvania. So you got that. And then here is somebody's, oh, it's like a W-2, I guess. And then here is some kind of little card. It's, I guess, oh, yeah, I guess it is a postcard. So that's a postcard. So that's 6 things. And then here is, hope you enjoy our play, junior senior play Date Bait, November 13th and 14th, the Newport. So 1952. Let's get a couple of things for this. Here's something else, another school thing. And then whatever this is. So this is, I guess this envelope goes with it. It's some letterhead from 1951 for Maslin Weavers of Fine Rugs and Broadloom Carpets. And then that's the envelope it came in. I think that gets us up to 7. Here's a Pentax operator's manual. So for a Pentax camera, then it's got something, some laminated thing inside where they've put notes. That's 8. And then here's the 2nd annual tour of old houses in Cape May County, New Jersey in 1950. And then here's the United States Marine Band, the President's Own in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. So I think that makes 9. This is all just kind of miscellaneous ephemera that was stuck in this envelope. And then we'll get these 3 things and call this whole stack the first thing we'll run. So it's the Intercollegiate State Chorus, Lebanon Valley College Conservatory Music, and then I will join the Tire Saving Corps. So it was something with World War II, it looks like. Well, maybe probably World War II based on that car. So, oh, and the Franklin Institute's mentioned again. And then finally, we have a program from 1951, Westchester State Teachers College. So we will run all this starting at $3. So you got the lithograph, the Coca-Cola booklet, some letters, then just the slides and some other miscellaneous ephemera. So let me go ahead and get, we'll call that 12 to 15 ounces. Let me pin it. Oh, and excuse me, your shipping is capped at $8.77. So no matter how much you buy, that's the most you'll pay in shipping. That includes buy it now items. So it's a good opportunity to get a good deal on shipping for buy it now. And then I also have my rewards club up top. So if you unlock a reward, oh, thanks for the raid, Bobby. That's my buddy Bobby who sells comic books. So make sure you follow him. He's super id, and he also has a booth with me at Granny's Antiques in Clinton, Tennessee. All right, did I pin that? I did. All right, so this is going to be a $3 start. And we'll just run it. Tell you what, and to make it kind of like the photos, I'm going to run it for 15 seconds, but I'll continue to put some more stuff in there while the auction's running. So we'll start out with this, and then I'll throw things in as long as people are bidding. So let me get some things ready here to put in there, and then I'll start the auction. All right, that's running. So we have this snapshot of the lady holding the baby. Thanks for the bid. I don't know what this is. I'm throwing it in. Looks like a card. Oh, American National Red Cross card. Here's a little Christmas thing. Just a congratulations card. There's like a calling card right there. Try to get a few more things in here. Here's the Tennessee Valley Finance Corp. I don't know what's in there. It's to that same person. I think the other letters were too. All right. Andrea, 6391, thank you so much. Let me write your name on a sticky here. And you have unlocked bronze, so make sure you check out that reward by clicking on the rewards up at the top. So let's see. Um, yeah, and once again, for anybody just coming in, I apologize. I've been a little under the weather, so I'm a little sniffly. So I'm going to try not to like do any snorting or anything during the show, but all right. We will stick this over here, and that stack is yours. Thank you so much. Let's see. You know why I can't keep my work pen? Just found it. Oh, okay. I guess you're good now, Bobby. And as I mentioned, if you see anything in the buy it or not buy it now in the auction catalog, I have a bunch. I have like 30 something dollar starts in there for different things. So just put those lot numbers in the request. And if I don't see it the first time, um, put it again. I'm trying to watch the chat, but since I'm flying solo today, it is a little difficult. So, oh, thanks for the offer. Let me go ahead and just accept. Let me see what that is. And well, it disappeared. Let me go to offers, shop, offers. Yes, I will take that offer. Accept. Thank you so much for the purchase of the Father Flanagan's Boys Home letter. Hope you enjoy that. And all this stuff should ship out on Monday. And also, for anybody who's been in my past shows, I think I messaged most everybody who's, I do actually have some first day covers, IBCC shop. I'll pull those out in just a second. For anybody who's still waiting on their packages, I know I dropped them off. I think I don't know, there might be some Canadian ones, but I think they're mostly US and Canada. But we can look here in a second. Um, I dropped them off at the post office on Monday. I know some have been delivered, some are being delivered today, and anybody. Oh, well, then I'll drop them off Tuesday unless I happen to get a wild hair and get things packaged up tonight. So, anyway, oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything like that IBCC shop. But who knows? Like these boxes behind me that we're going through, a lot of them just came out of this farmhouse, and I have no idea what's in there. So, and thanks for the reminder on the post office. So, all right, let's go ahead and start another stack. And as I mentioned, as I go through this stuff, if you want me to run something separately, just put R in the chat, and then I'll stop and run it. So here's a negative, a photo negative. It's this is actually, oops, sorry. This is actually pretty cool. It says it's got I don't know if it's from a newspaper, but it says August 8th, 1944. Signing book war bond drive, I think is what it says. So I don't know who this guy is, but then there's a poster on the wall of Victory Squadron war bond drive. So that one is a pretty cool negative. So there's item one. Let's see what we got here. He'll be number two for this stack of 10. It's a Courier's and Ive print. It's the route to California, so it's a train one. So you got that one. I don't know what this was, probably in a portfolio. It doesn't look like it came out of a book. The edges are too clean, so it was probably like a portfolio of Courier and Ive things. So there's two. And let's see what else we got over here. Oh, wow. This looks really, really old. And this is probably a book plate. Well, yeah, this one's probably is a book plate. It looks like maybe that edge. But you can see, can you see the stamp here? It's been stamped. I would guess this is 1800s, if I had to guess. But don't know that for sure. But it's some kind of like group of soldiers maybe getting ready to attack or something. So that'll be item number 3. Oh, and we'll call this, I'm going to count these as separate items, but I'm going to put them together because they all look like they go together. But these are really cool and really old. They do have some foxing around the edges, if you can see, but also this one's embossed. I wonder if I can read. I can't see what it says. Then another view of the soldiers getting ready to go down and completely destroy the town there. And then there's one more of these. So I think that gets us up to 4 items in this lot. Or let me know if you want me to run these 3 as a separate lot. I can do that starting at $3 too. So just put a run or something in the comment. So that makes number 4. Let's see what else we got here. Here's a cool Santa Claus card. 1970. I would have thought that was older than that. But that makes 5. And we'll put a couple of these things together. Here's another little handwritten letter, it looks like. Here's a postcard. I'm not doing a lot of postcards in this show unless they just happen to show up. But we run into the darndest things around here. Gee, a walking hat rack. And then there's another in memoriam. Charles R. Wilson, 1951. So I think that makes 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got four more things to put in there. Let's see. Here's some kind of maybe set of postcards. Yeah, these look foreign. Oh, and after this, I'll pull some first day covers. I know you were looking for foreign ones, but so we'll count all this as 1. So that's what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 more things. Well, let me reach back here and grab some stuff. Well, this is something for a Buick from 1969, maybe. It was a cash sale for some. I guess this was maybe a service ticket. There's a bunch of tickets in here. So anyway, those are car things. Oh, and here's another car thing. So maybe this was a car. Retail buyer's order from Ballard Motor Sales Company, 1961. They bought a 1953 Chevrolet Model 210 that was blue. And it looks like they paid around let's see. They paid $103.85 cash. Surely a car was more than that. Was a car that cheap in 1961? Anyway, let me put a couple more things in here. There's some kind of Sears ticket. Here, we'll just pile a few more. There's another motor sale, so that may be related to that same one, 1961. And then finally, we'll do this, and then we'll start the auction. This is some kind of deed. Let's see, it's dated 1884. I think all this stuff came out of that farmhouse. Let's see if I can get it open. Excuse me, state of North Carolina. All right, so let me go ahead and get a few more things, ready to put in there, and then we will start it. So let me go ahead and pin and unpin. Well, let's see. Hold on a second. I'm going to repin this. There we go. All right, start auction. Let me just make sure. I'm going to make sure it kept my settings. $3, 15 seconds. And let me get some things ready to put in there, and then we'll go. All right, start auction. It is running. Okay, this is very cool. It's some kind of, somebody cut something out, but it's like looks like a land deed with a survey plot on it. So you got that. Here's something old. It does have some staining. Well, Oh, another one. Desiree. And you'll get that one too. Let's see. We can take a little closer look at this. 1875. Good buy on those. Yeah, these, I think those prints or lithographs might be the prize there. They're probably worth something. I mean, I know I could list a lot of this stuff myself, but I have over $1,200 items listed on other platforms, and so much stuff to still go through to get listed. So it's just easier sometime to run this stuff on Whatnot and give people a really good deal. And then hopefully you'll either keep it, enjoy it, or if you decide to sell it, you'll make some money off of it. So let's see, Desiree 71. This will be coming your way. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I forgot about the courier knives. Let me put it on top of these since it's smaller. There we go. Selling all this big stuff, it's going to be a challenge to keep my shelf space good enough. So, tell you what, does anybody like stock certificates? Let me just pull out a stack of these. We'll do a stack. I'll start with about 10 on the table, then do what we've been doing. I did these already. Let's see. Let me pin the item. All right. So let's see what we got. So here's a Boston Railroad Company holding company stock certificate. Looks like it's maybe dated. Somebody wrote 1939 up here. So there's a railroad one. Here's a Peel and Elder Limited, 1970. I love the artwork on old stock certificates. Of course, everything's digital now. Here's a General Motors Corporation. I think that's 3. Here's 4, Gulf States Utilities Company. And then number 5's the A&P, Great Atlantic Pacific Tea Company. Anybody ever shopped at the A&P stores? We had one down the street from our house when I was a kid. Here's a Pan Am Corporation. Got the artwork down there. Here's another Pan Am, but different. It's a Pan American World Airways. I don't know which one was first. So there's that one. There's a United States Lines Company. Trying to find unique ones. I have some duplicates. So here's a General Foods Corporation. Nice artwork there. And here's a Rayette. And then we'll do this one, and then I'll start the auction, and then we'll start adding. So there is First Republic Corporation of America. Let me grab a few more out of here just so I got some. All right, I'm going to start these, and I'll continue to throw them down as long as y'all are bidding. Yeah, A&P, that was one of our main places we shopped whenever I was a kid. So that and the White Stores, which was a local Knoxville thing. All right, this will be the next one that we put in. I'm going to go ahead and start this auction. $3.15, and it is running. So there's South Puerto Rico Sugar Company. Now, these may be some duplicates because I'm just going to go through them. Boston and Maine Corporation, Studebaker. I guess that's has something to do with the car. Here's the Great Northern Nakusa Corporation. Here's another Pan Am, a pink one. Here's a pink Gulf States Utilities Company. Thanks for the bids, everyone. Here's a brownish Pan American World Airways. And I already had this one in my hand, so I will throw it Pill Elder Limited. So, and that was 32 One Rare Books. Thank you so much. And as I mentioned, I will have these packaged up by Monday, and they will ship out on Tuesday, I guess. I don't know. If I get, like I said, sometime I say I won't ship them until next week, and I just end up doing it, before tomorrow. So, but anyway, I'll only commit to Tuesday. All right, tell you what, let's do one more stack of stock certificates, and then we'll move on to something else. So we'll go ahead and do, some of these will be the same as what was in the last stack. Here's another Pan Am. This just must have been when they were changing their name, because it had Pan American Airways, so changed to Pan Am Corp. So I guess the other one we saw was the newer one. Here's a different color of that one that doesn't have the thing. That one's got a tear in it. All right, this one's really cool here. The Pittsburgh and West Virginia Railway Company. And this one is from, oh, look, it's got the tax stamp on the back too. Commonwealth of Pennsylvania Stock Transfer Tax or stamp there. It was stamped here in 1959. There's another stamp for 1950. I was looking to see what the original date was. I don't see any other dates on. Oh, there's another 1950. Anyway, so everything I'm seeing is 1950s there. Here's a, well, Gulf States Utilities Company. Here's another one of the United States Lines Company. I don't want to give any more, too many Pan Ams from this one. Here's a Pill Elder Limited, 1969. Here's another A&P one. Let me dig into the box there, see if we have a few different ones too. So let me go ahead and throw a few more out there that are the same as the last lot. There's General Foods. That one's got cool graphics there. Thanks to everybody for coming in today. Let me just look real quick and see if we see anything different that I haven't put out there yet. Here's another one of the sugar companies. We'll go ahead and throw one of those in there too. Haven't put one in this lot. South Puerto Rico Sugar Company. Got the people working in the sugarcane field there. Reach down the box here. Here we go. Here's some different ones. There's the Washington Gaslight Corporate Company. Well, this one's bigger, I guess. It's folded up, but it's the Blue Ridge Corporation. 1939, I think. We'll just leave that folded. And then here's another. We haven't put a GM one in this lot yet, so there's a GM green. All right, let me go ahead and get this started, and then we'll start throwing in. It looks like there will be some duplicates, so. All right, we're going to run next, and that is running. All right, here's a PPG Industries. Actually, two of those. Here's another Grand Union Company. Try to throw these in as quick as I can. Gulf State Utilities Company. Another Pill Elder, and there's something behind it. So there were two in my hand that time. Here's a Blue General Motors. Oh, here's, let's see. Well, here's another Gulf States Utilities Company. Another General Foods. Another United States Lines Company. Another one of the Pan Am with the name change. There's another Grand Union, and then let me see if I can find one more for you that we haven't done one of yet. This one looks different. We have seen a Gulf States Utilities, but that one's different, so we'll put that one with it. All right. We may come back to those later if anybody wants me to, but for now, we'll move on to something else. And this is also going to 32-1 Rare Books. And I'll mention, just like I do like at the postcard shows, I'm just stacking all this stuff. I'm not going to like separate everything into lots because they're all miscellaneous lots anyway. So you'll just get a big stack of stock certificates there, 32-1 Rare Books, and then anything else you buy. Hey, Schmidt Auctions, Marla. Make sure you're following Marla. Her and Lillian, Penguin Boss, are the ones who organize all the Ephemera raid trains and whatnot, and they do an awesome job. So make sure you're following them. All right. Let's see. Let me look at these pre-bids, and we'll run. Actually, got a couple of pre-bids. So let me find these, and we'll do these ones with pre-bids right now, and then we will come back to doing the miscellaneous stuff. So I need to find lot 28. This was pretty cool, I thought. All right, so here's 28. And these look like they were from a ship. So let me pin this one. So they were in this envelope. I have no idea if this is the photography place they came from, the pharmacy. But they were inside there when I found it. So I'm assuming they probably were. And this envelope does have some wear. Make sure I got it. Nope. Okay. All right, so we'll try to show these the best we can. Let's see. It might be better with that light out. I think that's actually better with the light out. Yep, and it's awesome. Now, Whatnot finally, after me asking for it for years and years and years, added a button that says pre-bids in your auction section. You click on it, it shows you just the items with pre-bids. So thank you so much, Whatnot. I'm not sure what this is. It was some kind. That one's really dark, and it's going to be hard to see. I need a light box, but I don't have one, so or at least handy. I know some. Yeah, so here's one you can see pretty well. It's some kind of maybe factory complex, or I'm really not sure. And that looks like maybe the view off of a ship. I know a lot of these look like they were a ship of, yeah, so that one's for sure the view off a ship. I don't know if they're a cruise ship or what. Military ship. Another one that just looks like the view off the ship. You can see the railing. I'll show a couple more, then I'll start this for 45 seconds and finish showing them while it runs. Yeah, a lot of these same type views of the water and the land. Well, that one's a good one. You can see, I don't know what else in this picture. In this one, you can see another ship over here. I know these are hard to see. This may be from the dock here looking at a ship. So let me go ahead and start this. And let me put it for 30 seconds. $1 start I set on these. And that's off and running. That's the one I just showed. That one's another view of water. I know there's an app you can get for your phone where you take a picture of negatives too, and it shows you. That one's very dark. That one's also very dark. Yeah, there's one you can see. That one's got people in it. So, all right. Thank you so much, Chris. Thanks for the pre-bids on those. Let me go ahead and write your name on here. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. I am Stuart with Franklin Hill Ventures. Appreciate you coming in today. Um, Doing just general ephemera. A lot of this is stuff that came out of that farmhouse that I got all the postcards out of, and then other stuff just came out of my garage. And then most of these um, cataloged items are ones that just came from various places. All right, let me see if I can find number 8. Okay, I'm just going to move this stuff down. Let me stick this over here. Oh yeah, this is a pretty cool one too. So let me pin this. I wished it was in better condition, but it's still very, very old. And overall, I mean, the binding's coming apart, but the covers are in pretty good. You can see somebody's repaired it with tape at some point. But this is an 1848 book. It's an eclectic fourth reader. So it's Gus Jasa or JSAH maybe was the person's name. Uh, and then Wood was their last name, it looks like. Yeah, so you can see, I mean, it's being held together by the tape. But how old is this thing? Like 100, 150, almost, well, what, 130 years old, something like that. So here's the title page. I think the next page is the one that has the date on it. Yeah, it says, entered according to the Act of Congress in the year 1848. So, and it is a textbook, so there might be some writing in it and stuff. It looks like they had a 4-leaf clover in there at one time. So anyway, we're starting that for $1, and we'll just do 15 seconds since I've already shown it, and that is running. 1848, something that's actually older than I am. So, all right, thank you so much, Desiree. I will put that with your other pile of stuff. You are welcome. And welcome to everybody who's come in. I have not been paying attention to the chat, but I appreciate everybody stopping by. And let me find the next pre-bid, which is lot 26. Let me just go ahead and pull lot, well, let me pull lot 1 because I know where that is. All right, so this is from the 1700s, so even older than the last one that we looked at. I don't know if this is like a complete letter or if it's like a partial, but you can see the stamp up here, which would have been like the house or whatever it came from. It's written in French, so I can't read any of it. This one is from the 1700s. Very typical. You see a lot of these French documents like this on this type of paper. I wished I could translate it for you, but I can't. But it's like four pages, handwritten, and we'll just go ahead and start it. $1, 15 seconds, and we're off and running. Yeah, I mean, it always amazes me that things this old survive. I mean, for somebody to have kept that. Oh, we're going to get Desiree's in. Thank you. Is everybody's weather going to turn cold next week? I think on Tuesday night it's supposed to be 9 here in Knoxville. So a lot colder than we're used to. At least this time, I don't think we're supposed to get any snow like we did last week. This time last week when I was doing my show, it was pouring down snow and we ended up getting like 5 or 6 inches. So, all right. Thank you so much, Old New Used. And I'm going to have to start a stack over here. All right. And then we have lot 26, 25. Let's I can find those. I'm semi-organized. Okay, there's 26. And there's 25. All right, we'll do 26 first. And these are a couple of antique, two of them are like ledger pages and one's maybe an invoice or something. So this is from Woolworth, Ainsworth and Company. I wonder if that has anything to do with the, like, whatever it is, F.W. Woolworth. But this says New England Agency for the Publications. That's some kind of book publisher. But this is from 1873. And then it's got a note written on the back as well. Then you've got this one here. Bought of Edwards, Nichols, and Richards, jobbers of foreign and domestic dry goods. So this one's a billhead, actually. I think I put ledger in the description, but it is a billhead. So here's everything they bought. Is that a taffy ribbon, maybe? Anyway, that one was from 1856. So pre-Civil War there. And then finally, I think this one said 1863. It was a little hard to read. And this one is like a cash ledger or something. Just details different transactions. So we'll run the three of these starting at $1. $1.15, and that's off and running. So you got the three very old 1873, 1863, I believe, and then the 1850 something one here. 1856 billhead. All right, bookends, thank you so much. Hey, Task Ready. Yep, I'm him. Mike Mel. Oh, hey, Mike Mel. How you doing? And once again, I apologize for my cough or voice. And I'm a little under the weather, but doing okay. So, all right. So then this was one of my favorite things that I put in the catalog auction part. These are 5 World War II letters. This is our last pre-bid, I think, for now. And 3 of them are from a POW camp in Germany. So you have this one here. It's got the stamp there. And it was to Mr. and Mrs. Samuel H. Schertzer in New Jersey. And then here's the letter. This week I received 3 more letters, one from Mom Rose and Rabina. Or Regina, Rabina, it looks like. I'm writing Rabina a letter. I shall write to Rose through you. I'll then be able to write to more people. And, and these had to be cleared by the censors and everything. And I guess, probably German and U.S. censors. Here's another prisoner of war one. Hey, Bookend, can you check your payment, please? And then here's another prisoner of war one. Yeah, this one's a long one here. And then there was one more of those. And this one got returned to sender. So I guess there was something here they did not like. But that one's pretty long as well. And then there's one on his letterhead. Dear Mom and Pop. And then he drew a picture of a bomb down at the bottom. Oh, there you go. That's kind of cool. That's him. So he must have been like a gunner on there. I guess that would be a gunner. And then finally this one. Let's see. Well, let's just pull it out. Oh well, he drew a map on this one. So it's on U.S. Army Corps letterhead. So you're getting all 5 of those. Looks like they've been pre-bid up to $6, so we'll start at $1, but it's going to immediately jump to $6. So there was that one, and then the 3 POW ones there. All right, we're going to start this one. We'll just do 15 seconds, and it's off and running. So 3 POW letters, and then the one here that has the airplane drawn on it with the bomb coming out. That's pretty cool. And then this one that had a map drawn in it. Thanks for the bids, everyone. We got Andrea. Took that one. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy those. Piece of history right there. And we will write Andrea's name on here. Yeah, and I'm usually a little more talkative than I am today too, but my mouth is getting so dry when I talk from being sick, so I'm trying to stay hydrated for the journey here. So all right, let me stick these back up here, and I will check again for more pre-bids here in a little bit, and we'll go back to just some miscellaneous things. Tell you what, let me pull. Let's see if there's any interest in these. I know somebody asked; they wanted foreign ones, but still, we'll see if there's any interest in any first day covers, and we'll run those just like we did the stock certificates. I'll put 10 or so out there. Let me move all this stuff out of the way, and we'll come back to this. All right, so here's an Apollo Soyuz 1975 envelope. And then here's a Skylab project, first day of issue. So that one's cool with the space stuff. Here's a First Man on the Moon, 1969. Yeah, so I'm 57, and I actually saw the man land on the moon. I don't remember it, but my mom made me stay up to watch it. So technically, I did see the moon landing. All right, whoops, sorry about that. Here's Love, first day of issue. There's Honeybee, first day of issue, the Honeybee stamps. These are from the 80s. There's another Love, different stamp though. There's the Lily, so these must have been part of a flower series. The Dahlia, or Dahlia. There's the Rose. There's the Camilla. And there's the Tulip. It's got a plate block on there. And then there's the USS Constitution. Let me do just a couple more, then we'll start it, and I'll continue to throw down as long as people are bidding. There's the Mayflower. This was a pre-stamped envelope. There's the Wheelchair, an 8.4-cent stamp. And then there's Sandy Hook, New Jersey, a lighthouse. All right, let me go ahead and let me go back over here, click off pre-bids. We'll call this one 4 to 7 ounces. So let me pin this. All right, I'll put this for 20 seconds, and I'll keep throwing down envelopes as long as y'all are bidding. $3 start, and we're off. All right, here's the American Red Cross. Here's Savings and Loan Associations. Well, we may not have any stamp fans in the show. Here's Thinking of You. And then Elevator. All right, well, no worries. We will not do first day issues. If anybody wants me to run those later, just let me know. we'll just go back to some miscellaneous stuff. Let me pull some more things here. That was so would anybody be interested in, so here's a whole box of letters. I mean, I almost want to keep these together. They're all from the same person, I believe. And these obviously came out of somebody's booth at some point. They were not in mine. But it's all 1800s, 1884, 1884. Most of these looks like they had a price of $6 each on them, you know, and they all have really cool, all have the envelopes with them. 1886. I mean, would anybody be interested in renting those as a lot? Okay. Well, let me see how many they are, and then we'll come up with a starting price. I believe they all have the envelopes. So here, as I count them, I'll just get it where you can see. So there's 1, 2. One's got a green stamp. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, wow, look at the handwriting on that one. That one's from 1887. 15, 16. So, Morning Sun, Ohio. I don't know if that's where they're all from. 17. That one's from Indiana. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That one says small town envelope. 23. That's some old cool handwriting there. Sorry for the glare. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. So it looks like there's 40 of them, and they're all from the 1800s. Look like mostly from the 1880s and 1890s. Let's just see if we can get an idea of, and I believe they were all, I looked at these briefly, and I think they were all addressed to the same person. I did not read any of the content of the letters to know what they're about. Dear brother, after a big day, I will attempt to answer your letter. Let's see if they all start that way. My dear brother. So maybe they're all from like let's see. Does it have a return address? I wonder if they're from well, I would guess it's probably a sister to a brother. Maybe. Morning Sun, Ohio must have been where she lived. So I'll tell you what, there's 40 of them. How about a $40 start on these? So $1 a letter. That seems to be fair. Is everybody okay with that? And then I'll have to see how much they weigh too. Let me weigh these real quick. Oh, I have a profile set up for a pound, so you're only paying $8.77 anyway. So the recipient lived in. So this one's Fairhaven, Ohio. Let's see, and that one's Mr. J.L. Williams. So he had moved to somewhere in Indiana, but it's still the same person. Yeah, Mr. James L. Williams, Fairhaven, Ohio. Fairhaven, Ohio. I love some of the cancellations on these stamps. And that one's just the whole postmark's very clear and nice on that one. That one's Pebble County or Pebble something, Ohio. So it looks like Ohio and some Indiana he may have moved. So tell you what, let me just add this as a I'm going to add this as a, let's see, let's create a temporary listing. Give me just a second. So this is going to be 1800s, letter lot. You said a $40 starting price for 40 letters. Yeah, now since I'm adding this, I will go ahead and weigh it real quick. Yeah, it's 1 to 2 pounds. So it weighs like 1 pound, 5 ounces. So we will do 1 to 2. There are no hazardous things in there, and confirm. Oh, I gotta select a category. Antiques, vintage, and ephemera. Ephemera. All right, now I should be able to confirm that and pin it. All right, let me go ahead and start this, and I'll start it at 30 seconds. That way we can kind of look at them a little closer. All right, that's running. So that one was Morning Sun, Ohio. Come over when you can. Love to all. I can't read the signature. 1895. 1884. Yeah, there's that one. I love these swirly cancellations. My dear brother, I received your very, very something letter, and with the great something pleasure. I don't know. It's C. Edwards. Thank you, C. Edwards. Thank you so much. Whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to make anybody seasick. Let me put them back in this box. And let me put a sticky on those. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Thanks to everybody who bid. Let's see. Let me put these right here. Make sure nobody's pre-bid on anything. They have not. All right, let me just start pulling out some more stuff. Let me grab all this. Oh, yeah, let's look through this scrapbook here. I have no idea what's in it. I don't know if it's something we would want to sell as a whole, or let me pull this off here so we can. So actually, we briefly looked at this back in one of the postcard shows because it was on top of one of the boxes. But it's this sketchbook with, oh, the Spider-Man towel. Yeah, I can run that next. It's this sketchbook with horses, but it's not really sketches. It's, let me pull this forward. It's the scrapbook. And they taped everything in. So there's some cheerleaders. Like a lot of it's been taken out. These must be all classmates. Yes, this might be hard to sell because I don't know that it's worth. I mean, I could sell it as a whole, I guess, but there's a lot of empty spots. Let's see what else is in here. Yeah, so class of 1949s. There's the basketball banquet. Here's some tickets to the Mountain View Hotel annual library party. Yeah, it's a shame they taped all this in. I don't know, maybe that's one step above gluing them in, but or look at the Halloween thing, whatever that is. It's not in great shape, but it is cool. Then these little baskets here. If nothing else, it's fun to look at. Some more Valentine stuff, and then here's some newspaper clippings. Here's some cards. A few loose things here. I guess they fell out. More cards. I mean, would anybody be interested in this as it is? I think I can fit it in an 18 by 12 box. So at least as we get towards the back, the pages are more complete. Here's all the calling cards. I guess of classmates maybe. There's Sonny Miller, whoever that is. Barbara Miller. More snapshots, pictures. Here's the report from Pi Beta Phi High School in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. She made all E's and she was gone 8 days. Agriculture. Well, if I can't get to the next page. Hold on. There we go. How to be the best pledge. So I guess she pledged a sorority, maybe. It's more. Oh, SAEs to hold possum hunt today. That's a fraternity. So, oh, Ole Miss. My daughter went to Ole Miss. I wonder if this girl went to Ole Miss. Well, this is a Georgia Tech sponsor. So, then there's a drawing, and then these have all been taken out except that one. Then here's some Maryville versus Hiwassee, Maryville versus Carson Newman. Once again, glued or taped in there. Now, these cards would be salvageable. You could salvage these, I guess, because the envelopes have been taped in, but the cards haven't. I know some people like soak these pages to get things off. I don't know how it works with tape, though. Here's a couple of snapshots. Just 2 left on the pages. There's Maryville versus Carson Newman, Knoxville Transit Lines. Here's a 1948-49 basketball schedule. And here's some miscellaneous. My card is narrowed up. Don't get me wrong. My wish is as broad. Does it open more? As it is loving. No, as it is long. Happy birthday. That's cool. And then finally, I think this is the last page coming up. You got mostly photos on here. Yeah, like I said, they're all taped. They're not put in with photo corners. And then finally, there's tomatoes. I guess there were a few more pages back here. And then there's Crafts Recreation Workshop 1949, Pi Beta Phi School and University of Tennessee. And then Come to the Fair, Craftsman's Fair of the Southern Highlands. And then a whole mess of like corsages, I guess, and plants and stuff like that. And we got another report card and some more newspaper clippings. And there we are. We're at the end. I mean, is anybody interested in that book? Just let me know and I can run it because there's really no taking anything out. If not, we'll move on to something else. There is some cool stuff in there. It is a shame that it's all taped in. All right, Tackle Finder, we can run it. So, Let me see if you're showing up on the purchases now. Sold. I think it. Yeah, I think it did. I don't think it shows up on sold if it didn't. So, if for some reason, like when I get to the like at the end of the show and I'm going to package stuff up and I don't see an order from you, I'll reach out to you. But I'm pretty sure it did. So, all right. So let's see. This is going to be well, since you're paying, I guess I'll just do this ephemera over a pound. I don't think I'll get burned too bad on shipping with this. So help me out with the bids because this is going to be heavy. But I'm going to do this at over a pound because to y'all, you just pay $8.77 anyway. So let me pin this and let me start it. I'll start at $3. So everything in there for $3. And it is ready. Oh, thank you so much for the tip, Mike. I really, really appreciate it. I'll kind of go through that stuff again as it runs. These first couple of pages were empty, and we really enjoyed having you on the podcast, Mike. You and Mary both. Looking forward to seeing what your YouTube channel does. All right, Tackle Finder. Thank you so much. It's a cool scrapbook, even if the condition's a little on the iffy side there. Yeah, I mean, the cover's pretty much detached, just so you know that, Tackle Finder. All right, let's put that in there. All right, this Spider-Man towel here. Let me show it. I mean, it's not in the best condition, I don't guess. I mean, it doesn't have rips or tears, but I think it probably used to be a little brighter than this. Hold on, let me grab my dustbuster real quick. Anytime I do a scrapbook, I've got to clean up. So hold on just a second. Okay, everybody cover your ears real quick. Mike's YouTube channel it's Mike Metco Meetups. But I think if you just put in the Mike Metco, sorry about that, put in the Mike Metco, it'll come up. You can also go to our YouTube channel, which is Finders Flippers Resale Podcast, and they were our last guest, and we have a link to it in the show notes. So, all right, let me put that. Okay, so here's the Spider-Man towel. I mean, it's not like ripped or torn, really. It's got some fraying around the edges, maybe. Um, I'm just not sure if it's as bright as it, once was. Let me just kind of show you what it looks like here, and it's looking to see if it had a date. I can't really read it. So, but yeah, I can run that. Let me just, I'll just run that as the 4 to 7 ounce. And let me go ahead and pin this. Start auction, $3. I don't need to do 30 seconds. We'll just do 15 seconds. Okay, this is running for the Spider-Man. I would call it a hand towel, maybe. It's definitely not a bath towel. I mean, you can see the whole thing just about fits on the screen. So I would say it's a hand towel. All right, Tackle Finder. Thank you so much. I will put that with your scrapbook. And you unlock silver. Make sure you go up to the rewards and get your discount for your next purchase. All right, let's. Is anybody interested in any comic books at all? I mean, I don't know anything about comic books. I know I've got some. Um, Looks like some Marvel, Captain America stuff. I don't know that they're that old. But I also have a bunch of Star Trek stuff. Okay, let me just show them. And so this is, I know they're not that old because they have the barcode, but you got Captain America there. Then this Captain America. Once again, that one's not old. Captain America. I can rent all these Captain Americas. There's a lot if you want, starting at $3. So Captain America and Captain America. So would you want me to run these? There's 6 of them. Just let me know. Let's see, there's going to be the 12 to 15. Okay. Let me pin the 12 to 15. All right, these $3.15. These are running. So there's 6 Captain America. One of them looked a little older. I guess this one here, Streets of Poison, Captain America. All right, thank you so much. And then let's see what else we have. I don't know. I'll just do another lot of 6 and I'll just run through these. Here's Guardians of the Galaxy. Here's Hack Slash. I'm not sure what that one is. 2. Here's the New Mutants. 3. Here's She-Blade or She-Cyblade. 4. Here's Supergirl in Action Comics, 1993. And then here's the New Mutants. So I'll do these 6 as well. Let me just run next. So $3 for those 6 if you're interested. All right. Yeah, I think the rest of them are more like those. So yeah, I think the rest of them are. Oh, you did end up getting those. So yeah, put those in your stack. And then here, let me just go ahead and do the rest of them here. Sam and Max. Here's another Cyblade. I don't have many of these, so there's 4, 5, 6, and then there's 3 more, so I'll just put those with it. Star Wars Free Comic Book Day, X-Force, and then Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think there were 9 in that one, but we'll go ahead and run those. Thank you, Tackle Finder. And then that'll divest me of comic books except for, does anybody like Star Trek stuff? I do have some Star Trek comics. All right, I'll put those with your things. All right, let's just get back to some miscellaneous things. Let me make sure nobody's pre-bid on anything. Nope. I mean, I have so many boxes of stuff back here to pull from. Let me just... All right, there's a stack of stuff. All right, so we'll get back to, I'll put around 10 things on the table. Then I'll keep adding as long as people are bidding. So we'll just do all these postcards. There's a few here. Here's Georgia Stone Mountain State Park, another Stone Mountain, and then Statesboro, Georgia. So there's 1. That guy looks like the dude from the Three Stooges almost. 2. Here's a letter from 18 something. Let's see what's on this. Dear Hazel, it's about 10 p.m., but I will write a few lines before I get off with the rest of the family. We have just come home from somewhere. 1908, so not 18, 1908. So we'll stick that back in there. 1908 handwritten letter. Here's some kind of postcard book. I don't know if it's missing a cover or not. Yeah, I think maybe it must have had another cover. There's a bunch of them in here. The Hippodrome, London. Yeah, these are all London, I guess. So, like a souvenir post book from London. And if anybody sees anything they want me to run, like separately, not as part of the big lot, just put R in the chat and I'll try to watch for that. Here's some old snapshots. There's 1915. That one's probably around the same time. Another one. There's a cafe with an old car in the picture. That one's cool. Mattie Hill Newman's Cafe in Dandridge, Tennessee. There's 3 dapper looking young men there. That one's a little faded out. There's an old lady sitting in her rocking chair outside. And then there's that one. And then there's a woman with her cow or bull. All right, let me go ahead and get a few more things to put in there. There's some kind of little card from the Articles of Faith of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, so the Mormons. Here's a ticket stub for a Tennessee versus Cincinnati football game. And then here's a real photo postcard. And then there's another real photo postcard. All right, let me go ahead and start this. I need to go pin the 4 to 7 ounce. All right, start auction. We'll run it for 20 seconds. $3 start. I'll keep adding stuff as long as people are bidding. And here we go. We got another real photo postcard of this lady in a hat. Oh, that one's cool. Real photo postcard of a soldier. He's holding his gun there. Real photo postcard of this kind of hat. Some kind of postcard there. Oh, Disney, I guess. Is that Disneyland? No, her Tournament of Roses. Festival of the States Parade, St. Petersburg, Florida. There's Walt Disney World. These are all chrome here. Tackle Finder, thank you. And then that one was in my hand. All right, I will put this over here in your box. All right, let's start another one here. Here's another Disney postcard. That's just says, "Welcome to Walt Disney World, everybody," in front of Cinderella's castle. Here's some more chrome postcards. That's Ralph's Country Store. Throw some more of these in there. Bryce Canyon. Here's a linen postcard of Millwood Ruins of General Wade Hampton's home in Columbia, South Carolina. Then there's another chrome of Calico Ghost Town. And if you like postcards, make sure you come to my show next Friday. Um, it's probably I'm going to try to make it the last round of the farmhouse postcards. I've still got a lot left, but we may just have to do bigger lots. These are just ones that were in a different place. Here's the Methodist Episcopal Church in Athens, Tennessee. We got some more snapshots here. These are from the 50s. Looks like in front of, I don't know if it's the Badlands, 1958. Then there's a bear. That one's the Mormon Tabernacle in Salt Lake City. So they must have gone on a trip out west. Bryce Canyon. Grand Canyon. There's Calico City, maybe. Is that a dam? The Bonneville Dam. Portland, Oregon. Wow, they went all over the West. Is that Hoover? Yep, there's the Hoover Dam. These are some cool pictures. We'll get through these and then I'll start it. There's our home in Price, Utah. So they must have lived out west. And then, hi, partner. Is that one of those? Oh, a slot machine. Las Vegas. So that's definitely old Las Vegas, 1950s. And then that one is Mormon Temple Gardens in Salt Lake City. And then here's the last one of these snapshots. In an old car, it says in South Dakota. Let me get a drink of water here real quick. All right, I'll go ahead and start this for $3 and then I'll just keep adding stuff to it. This is going to be, I'll try to keep this one mostly postcards and photos because I've got some cool ones on top here. Okay, we're going to run next, and that's running. We have a soldier, U-boats, going after U-boats. Real photo postcard. Another soldier. This is going to be a good lot here, I have a feeling. Another soldier. Wow, tackle finder may get a deal on this one. Ferraris finds us in. There's Don Sartain, 1917. Real photo postcard. Here's Frolicking on the Sands of Miami Beach. Good get, tackle finder. And you unlock gold. All right, tell you what, I'll just go ahead and get through the rest of these postcards for the next lot. So here's another real photo postcard of two soldiers. This picture isn't something good, but I will send you one. I can't read what it's saying, but in any case, here's another one. Two sailors. Charlie Webb and Lonzo Williams. That's one of the ASOs with the two triangles up and two triangles down. I mean, we can pretty much date that to the 1910s because of the subject matter there. There's the Ever Ready Quartet. Real photo. And we got Scene around Lewes, Delaware. Here's the main entrance to the Beebe Hospital in Lewes, Delaware. Here's a day's catch in Lewes, Delaware. Here's the L.D. Caulk Company and Laboratory in Milford, Delaware. Here's Lewes Anglers Club. So a lot of these are, I guess I'm saying it right, it's either Lewes or Lewis. Here's Pioneer Oxwagon Cherokee Indian Reservation. Real photo. This one does have some, yeah, you can see on the back, it's like creased up. Here's the Chattanooga Savings Bank, Chattanooga, Tennessee. These all came out of that farmhouse where we've been looking at other postcards. They were just in the ephemera boxes, not in the postcard boxes. Here's another Chattanooga Savings Bank. 'Cause I know we saw some of these Chattanooga Savings Bank in one of the shows. Here's the tunnel in Newfound Gap, Tennessee, Newfound Gap Highway. There's the cyclorama at the Battle of Atlanta. Been there before. Here's Bethlehem. Swinging Bridge in the Great Smoky Mountains. Great Smoky Mountains. A Nutcracker. Let me throw a few more and then we'll start it and I'll keep throwing down. Here's Mountain View Hotel in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And finally, here's Old Water Wheel and Grist Mill in the heart of the mountains. So some good real photos. Those Chattanooga things are cool. All right, let me go ahead and get it started. Run next, and that's running. There's Greystone Hotel in Gatlinburg. There's greetings from Emory, Virginia. Greetings from Emory. There's Great Smoky Mountains. Mountains by Moonlight. There is Chimney Tops. Well, I've hiked the Chimney Tops many times. There's Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist in Cleveland. Here's something New Orleans, Louisiana. There's Rock City in Chattanooga. Then here's the Palma Sia Golf Course in Tampa, Florida. There's Morristown High School in Morristown, Tennessee. There's Municipal Building in Morristown. That one is Greetings from Big Rapids, Michigan. Thanks for the bids, everyone. Trying to get you some more in there, whatever that one is. And then a swinging bridge across a mountain stream. Kingsport Inn and the 6 mile long Gandy Bridge. The Garden of the American Telephone and Telegraph. Thank you, Tackle Finder. Then I had that one as well. All right, all those will go in your box. Thanks for the bids, everyone. Welcome in, Sarah Woo, B 1992, Digavere, Sammy Was, Ferrari's Finds, Brand Yachts Boutique, Mitch GTZ, anybody else I've missed. I'm Stuart from Franklin Hill Ventures. Doing general ephemera today. We just kind of ran into a batch of postcards. But I have a little bit of everything. Also have some dollar start items in the catalog. So if you see anything you want me to run out of there, just put the lot number in the chat. I also have a ton of stuff in the Buy It Now. And I have shipping set to be no more than $8.77. So no matter how much you buy, that's what your shipping will be. So it's a good opportunity to also get good deals on the Buy It Now stuff. All right, let's just start a little miscellaneous ephemeral out here. So here is a aircraft flash from June 1953. The official GOC. What is that? What is GOC? I've heard of it before. It has to do with the ground observers back when they were worried about enemy aircraft. Does anybody remember what that stands for? Ground something. In any case, there we go. Ground Observer Corps. I knew it was something like that. So that's the official magazine of the Ground Observer Corps. It's actually two of those. They're identical, but here's the Monica Bicentennial Times, Monica, Pennsylvania. So it's something from the bicentennial of the U.S. Here's a 1976 weekend sports magazine from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. This is a special Super Bowl 10 edition. It does have some wear and stuff on the cover. Let's see what else in here. There's an ad for a Cadillac. There's Pete Rozelle, Super Pete. So, yeah, just some cool ads, and looks like it was an insert in the Pittsburgh paper. Here's a Franklin D. Roosevelt cigar label, I think. Yeah, and then it's got cigar bands as well, or maybe just a cigar band. So, cigar label. This was sitting in there. It's a photo of these two people in the bushes. I can't tell if that's a blemish or if that's something else. Maddie H. This is me and my fellow. So, here's some kind of catalog. A catalog of old, used, rare, and out of print books on military history. I don't know when this is from. Probably the 80s or sometime like that, maybe. Yeah, I'll put this. I'm probably getting kind of heavy with this. This is kind of cool. It's a new dinners for all occasions, including Sunday, holiday, and anniversary dinners. Like I said, if you see something I put out you want me to run separately, just put R or something in the chat, and I'll try to watch for that. But this is, what is this exactly? Let's see. The order of the dinner: first course, second course, third course, fourth course. How to measure accurately. Here's your Thanksgiving dinner recipes or menu. Christmas dinner. Oh, then Sunday dinner number 9. Sunday dinner. Oh, so I guess it's got a year's worth maybe of Sunday dinners. Then it also includes holiday dinners. I don't know what year this is from. I would guess 1930s based on that artwork. So let me go ahead and I'm going to put this in the 12 to 15. And then I'll keep adding stuff once I start it. More postcards. All right, here we go. I'm going to start it. We'll do it for 20 seconds, $3. I'll keep adding stuff as long as y'all are bidding. Let me go ahead and get the first thing ready here. So start auction. All right, so you got this like studio photo of these two guys here. Then you've got some kind of the Martha Dandridge Cafe, Dandridge, Tennessee. I think we saw a picture of that earlier. Here's some kind of soldier. He's got his, pins on there. Here's a little baby. And got her. Ooh, here's a dead person. And it looks like a kid in a coffin. That's kind of morbid. Stella Parks in Kansas. Then you got these three sisters here. I guess morbid cells, but that was. Then you have this family here. Got her. Martha Hill, I think. She's nice. Nice hand tinted photo there. That's Mother Hill. And you got these three kids here. All right, Peter Parley, thank you so much. I got your first purchase today. So let me get your name on a sticky note if I can find my sticky notes. They've gotten buried. There they are. And you unlock bronze. Make sure you go up to the rewards thing at the top and see what your discount is. Peter Parley. Let me stick these right here. And for anybody just coming in, I'm Stuart with Franklin Hill Ventures. I'm here in Knoxville, Tennessee. In addition to Whatnot, I saw on a bunch of other online platforms and also have 3 antique booth locations here in the Knoxville area. So if you're ever coming through town, make sure you stop at West End Antiques, Bearden Antique Mall, both in Knoxville, Granny's Attic, and historic downtown Clinton, Tennessee. I am a little under the weather today, which is why my voice is not quite right. So forgive me for that. But I'm soldiering through here. So, all right, let's go ahead and let me find another stack of stuff here. Let me stick all these just so we got some variety. Put these postcards down for now. Now let me dig out of here. Does anybody want to see any Viewmaster reels? These are ones, I think I did some of them at the last show too, but the last one of my Ephemera shows. I'll throw some of them in this miscellaneous slot here. All right, so for the next stack of stuff, here's some Viewmaster reels. This is Grand Teton National Park 1, Grand Teton National Park 2, Yellowstone National Park, Yellowstone National Park, and these are different because they have different numbers. Yellowstone National Park, the Cody Highway, Bighorn Mountains, and Carlsbad Caverns. So let me just make sure. Yeah, let me go ahead and grab any more that are Carlsbad Caverns here, just so we keep them together. All right, so and then there's 2 more Carlsbad Caverns. So we got those. Then we have, well, maybe, I guess these are postcards here. It says Connecticut Tercentenary official postcards. Looks like it's a set of some sort. Yeah, so a set of 12 postcards. Copyright 1935. So those are from 1935. We'll put those in the stack. Thanks to the 23 of you who are in here. We've been going now since 1 o'clock, so almost 2 hours. Here's the minutes of the 102nd annual session of the Mulberry Gap Association, 1940. Here's another one from 41. Well, we got a whole series of these. Tell you what, I'll save those because I don't want to get too heavy, and we'll keep those. There's like every year, it looks like, for a long time. All right, here's a notepad. Get a note or just jot a note. It's just I mean, it is old, but it's just a blank notepad. So there's those. Here's a Jesus said, "Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed." It's like almost a little trade card type of deal there. Okay, this is not in good shape, but it's a White Star Line, the RMS Cedric abstract of log. So this was from 1924. Guess they gave those to the passengers. Then here is, this one's also not in great shape, but photographed at Gallery Point Lookout Mountain, 1864. That's an old, it's almost like a CDV, but it's got a crease and everything in it. Here's Seeing the League of Nations. Let's see if this has a year in it. Well, 1925. That one is actually in pretty good condition. And then here is a ship. Is that? Yeah, I was going to say that's London Bridge, I think. So the London Tower Bridge. Uh, Here's some kind of handwritten note. Let's see if it's got a date on it. It just says December 2nd. Hello, somebody. How are you today? Hope fine. It is Sunday here and BW is off. He is putting up storm doors now. I'll be glad when he gets through. The hammering and etc. He something will be new or no be over. He wants us to go rabbit hunting when he gets through. He thinks he's good since he killed that one the other day. Ha. So just everyday life note there. And then here's like a cabinet card. Three people sitting around in a maybe a rose garden or something. And then here is from a studio in Arkansas. It's just a picture of a city, it looks like. I don't know. It says it's got an advertisement for something Durham. So I don't know exactly where that is. And then we'll stick this in there. It's somebody's gravestone. It says Raymond's grave, maybe. All right, let me grab some more stuff to put in there, and then we'll start it. Here and here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and run this one. And we are off and running. So this is some kind of premium, maybe life insurance. 18 something. 18 I can't, it's 1800 and something. I'm not going to take the time to take it out since we got on the clock here. Here's Miss Ray Bacon, just a letter. Here's some kind of card. Again, this is a Christmas card, I guess. Melissa's Cheap Frills, thank you. Let me go ahead. I had this one in my hand. So this is a letter from Rogersville, Tennessee from 1934. Let me get your name on a sticky note. I piled stuff on top of all my pens and notes and stuff. Let's see. There it is. Thank you, Melissa, for the purchase. Let's see, Melissa. Cheap Frills. I think that was your first purchase for me, too. Thank you. Oh, your first ever auction. Well, welcome to Whatnot. I will warn you, it's very addictive. The reason I had to start doing shows is because I was spending too much money in other people's shows, and actually I still do. But I love it. I've been on Whatnot now for 3 years, I guess. So almost 3 years. I think it'll be 3 years in April. So I'll go back a while. But yeah, I have a lot of fun doing these, and welcome in. All right, let's go ahead and get another miscellaneous one started. Let me make sure nobody's pre-bid on anything. They have not. Yeah, make sure you check out the catalogs. I do have some dollar start items. Got quite a few left. And then also a ton of stuff in my buy it now. All right, let me see where I want to pull from. I guess these are kind of ephemera. So it's Martha and George Washington little wall hangings. Martha's missing her hanger, but they're from manufactured by Pyroglass Products in Newborough, New York. Yeah, Martha's like it's wood, and they're like layers of wood, and They both have a little bit of separation if you can see it, but they're still cool. Like George has a little crease there in the wood, so we'll put those in. Here's a postcard. It's got some wear. I'll throw it in, but it says he made the stars also, and that's the National Line of Monthly Attendance cards. So I guess somebody, it's not a postcard, it's from 1920 something. Somebody had good attendance at church. Here's a couple of letters from the same person. These are not all that old. They're 1970, so we'll just leave them a secret. Whoever wins can read them. Let me pull some more stuff from back here. All right, here's Asylum Tactics of Maine. Let's see what this is. It does have the covers bent right here. Asylum Tactics of the Grand Commandery of Maine, 1929. Oh, it's Knights. It's something to do with the Knights Templar. Isn't that what was in, what was the name? National Treasure or whatever those movies were? Weren't those the Knights, stuff about the Knights Templar? So anyway, you got that. Here's the tomato label. Reeves Best Tomatoes. Here's a strawberry label. Pride of Sheridan. And then here's a Rita's Pride Wax Beans label. And then finally an Ellendale Asparagus label. Excuse me. Here's some instructions for the Hindu imp bottle. I don't know if that was, sounds like maybe it was a magic trick or something. And it's like an advertisement for Pillsbury's pancake flour. Yeah, another mystery trick for you free. The magic department at Pillsbury Flour Mills Company. That's all folded up, so we'll fold it back the way it was. Let's see what else I got back here. I have no idea. It says Diary 1867. And it's just got stuff in it. 1923. There's some stamps. More stamps. More stamps. I don't know. Is it all stamps? There's something for the Wesley House. 1923. Let's see if it's got any writing in it. Yeah, and then there's somebody's name written there. Yeah, nothing else really written in there. So, anyway, Diary 1867. So I guess, I don't know if that's a model number or if that's the year of this piece, but in any case, it's going in there. And let me grab a few more things and then we'll get started. Let me just grab from, trying to find somewhere I haven't grabbed from yet. Here we go. There's like a, it's not really ephemera, I don't guess, but it's like a cloth tape measure. And it's got like the little board it wraps around. So I think it's pretty old based on that. And then we have some photos here. All right. We'll throw in a few of these photos, then we'll start it. 1970 there, so that one's a little newer. I'll look at the grandmother with the baby. Then her. All right, let me go ahead and start it, and then we will keep adding stuff till the auction's over. And we're off and running. There's a picture of a baby in a playpen. Look at the old cars in the background of that one. That would not be considered safe probably today with how far apart those things are. There's a baby in a carriage. That one came out of a scrapbook or something, obviously. There's that one. These are all pictures. There's somebody's boat, maybe? No, I don't know what that is. It's a little pond. There's some horses. He likes horses. Not sure what that one is. All right. Thank you, Melissa. I will put that with your other stuff. That one goes there, and then go ahead and put that one in there too. Get things stacked up here. I'm going to write another sticky note for your stuff just because there's 2 stacks now. Hold on just a second. Let me do that. Anybody got big plans for the weekend? I have got to make it to my antique malls this weekend and take some stuff. I try to get to all 3 of them at least once a week. And where's everybody else from in here? Any other Tennesseans in the show today? I know I've got several people who sell on here are Tennessee, and they're good sellers. In fact, I met somebody from Knoxville the other day. It was Ella's ad, I think. Maybe she'll come in. I can't remember her exact username, but in any case, there's a few of us Knoxville people on here. All right, let me get another stack to go through here. All right, I'll stick those there. Oh, tell you what, let me do these pages here. Let me see how much these weigh. Which category I need to put them in. Okay, so these are going to be over a pound. So, since these were in together, I'm sure they're all related. So I'll auction them as one thing. So let me go ahead and pin the over a pound and show you what else in here. So I think this. So this one looks like it's just got one picture in it. And then you have all these. The beach there, it looks like. I would say these are maybe 50s. Fort something. I can't read what it says. Look at the dog there. Looks like they're getting ready to wade in the creek. So I don't see anything to tell us where these are from or anything, but looks like it's... Can't tell what that is. There's the Frontier Village Railroad, so wherever that is, if anybody knows where Frontier Village is. And we got a baby. Look at the baby getting the bath in the sink. We have a grandson who's now about 7 or 8 months old, and it's amazing how much they change just every day. Look at the old toy horse there. Another one. Guess that's all in that one, and then here's the last one. So you got baby in the crib there. Wow, look at that wallpaper or shower curtain or whatever it is. That is wild looking. There's some wild wallpaper there. Uh, Cake mix set, I think is what that says. Sorry about the glare. Yeah, there was some crazy wallpaper in this house. All right, so we'll just run all these as a set starting at $3. It is a little heavier, so if you haven't won anything, shipping should be $8.77. Yeah, and so you did. What part of Tennessee were you from, Grandma Sherry? All right, this is going to be running right now if anybody's interested. Thank you, Tackle Finder. Looks like Tackle Finder's going to take this one for. Nope, we got. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, I've been pretty much born and raised in East Tennessee my whole life. I was, well, pretty much raised. I was born in North Carolina, in Shelby, North Carolina, but I only lived there a year, and we moved to Knoxville when I was a year old in 1968. And then I was in Knoxville all the way through high school, then went to school in Cookeville, and then moved to Nashville for about 17 years, and we've been back in Knoxville for about 17 years. So pretty much Tennessee my whole life. But thank you, Tackle Finder. Memphis, and lived in Nashville for about 7 years. Mississippi now. Oh, okay. So you're down below Memphis. Yeah, my daughter went to Ole Miss. One of my daughters, and so we used to go through. Most of the time, we'd go down like through Huntsville and then go through Nowhere, Alabama, and Nowhere, Mississippi to get to Ole Miss. But sometimes we'd go the interstate through Memphis. Um, so, and I have a cousin who lives in Memphis as well. All right, let's go ahead and start a new stack of stuff out here. I think you've told me that you lived in Knoxville, Grandma Sherry. So, okay, and you went to Tech like Millicent and I did. Yeah, I graduated from Tech in 1990. All right, here is a Victorian trade card for the Household Sewing Machine Company in Providence, Rhode Island. Nothing on the back of that one. Here's some more photos. It's a lovely couple on the back of a trailer or something, it looks like. Some kind of, I don't know if that's a river or what that is exactly. Is that Venice, maybe? Look at all the boats and all the buildings right on the canal there. Yeah, Venice Canal. So that must be like a souvenir photo. He came out of a scrapbook. He came out of a scrapbook as well. Here's a Naples like souvenir photo. And there's another Naples souvenir photo. There's a postcard from Kennebunkport, Maine. Here's some NH National Hot Rod Association postcard Jack Clark. There's another Jack Clark. And there is another Jack Clark. Must have been sponsored by Taco Taco Bell. Open with caution. Uh-oh. I wonder what that means. Let's see what's in here. If I can get them out. Well, I'm not sure why it said open with caution. Because the two pictures are of this lady here. And there's also, and then him. I don't know. It said open with caution. I did, but I survived. So those will go there. And then here's the awning summer supplement to the window of YWA or something. It must be a church. It's like a church bulletin or something like that. It's not really ephemera, but some kind of military patch. And then there's, that says hair. Here's Morgan Shepherd, race car driver. Wow, look at this envelope. It's really cool. Airmail USA via Havana, Cuba. Unfortunately, it looks like something's maybe chewed on the envelope a little bit, like gotten a bug or something. But it's still really cool graphics on that. This one also. Greetings from DeSoto Park in Sebring, Florida. Holy cow, Emma, they moved a trailer next door. Then this is May, I think that's 1877. Dear Sir, the something sent you, it's a Canada postcard. So I'm not sure. A bill of some sort, maybe. Here's your trial horoscope. Pisces. Is anybody a Pisces in here? Oh, I guess so. This was a free trial for your reading. So if you're a Pisces, it says at this time of your birth, at the time of your birth, your mother was in a peculiar state of mind, which gave you a rather complex nature and a nature which it is hard for some people to understand. You were born under the sign of Pisces the Fishes, and your governing planet is the great Jupiter, who, when he is in his exaltation, exerts powerful influence upon your life. Let's see if there's anything. You can become the ruler of your own destiny, and by heeding the warning of the stars, you can guard against any dangers that threaten you. And this came from Professor Simone Astro, ASD in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It says the indication, so he covers all his bases here by saying the indications given in these brief trial readings are often modified and in some cases changed entirely in the complete horoscope by a more or less favorable position of the good planets in the figure is completed, which must be taken into consideration writing the full horoscope. In other words, if you pay for it, then you might get something different. Here's some letters from 1923. I guess all these are from 23. Let's see. My dear Florence, maybe it has been a perfectly lovely day here, and I'm sure it must have been in New Britain. Something happened very nice this morning. Mrs. Gerard swept my room while I was out. Something you can guess how much I was surprised at 1 o'clock on coming in from class to find it done, for I hadn't said a word about it. So anyway, there's let's see how many there's. All these were to the same person, so you have one. This one must have been heavier. It's special delivery. There, 2, 3. So we'll let whoever buys them read them and see what they're all about. 4 and 5, all from the 1920s. This has some condition issues, but it's SS Independence, American Export Lines, the SS Constitution. Oh, here's another one of these from 1923. It says Great Harrington, Massachusetts is where that was from. Here's a little bag of stamps. They might, some of them might be stuck together, but I'm throwing them in there. And let me do a couple more things. Here's a recipe for a carrot conserve. Sounds disgusting. Wash and scrape carrots and put through food chopper. And here's another little thing of stamps. Like I said, these might also be, well, I don't know. There's different ones, and I don't think they're all stuck together. There's Alabama. All right, let me go ahead and get this one started, and I'll keep throwing stuff in until the auction is over. Run next. It's running. Here's another 1923 handwritten letter. Here's a collotype 6-view letter card of Newcastle. I don't know if they're all there or not. Here's snappy snapshots of the White Mountains of New Hampshire. So, yeah, just like little souvenir snapshots. Goodbye. C. Edwards 727. Let's see. I'll put those with all those other letters that you got, C. Edwards. And thank you for the bid. Let's see, what time is it? 3:10. So, been going over 2 hours now. I think I'm good for at least a little while longer. I usually go till about 4:30 or 5. I don't know if I'll make it that long today or not. My medicine is starting to wear off a little bit. What did I do? I had a whole box of, oh, here we go. If you like old letters, let's do some of these. I think all these are from England, and they're all 1800s and early 1900s, so it's mostly business correspondence. This one doesn't have a date on it, but let me get some on the table here. Clear some room here. Yeah, so this one's 1935. Dear sir, you were inquiring about the address of somebody. Anyway, there's two. Here's a 1905. 3. Here's a 1908. This one's got a embossing right there. I can't read. Something Treasury. I think most all these are business correspondence, though. I don't know what this is. Late M. Somebody extract for purchase deeds. So he must have died or something. Here's the Bankruptcy Act of 1883 in the County Court of Staffordshire for bankruptcy number 1 on 1893. So somebody was declaring bankruptcy, it looks like, from 1893. Stock in trade. So this is some kind of ledger of some sort, maybe. I don't see a date on this one. I'll throw a few more, then we'll start it. This one's 1930. Dear sir, please let me have 10 something of your earliest to meet. I'm terrible at reading this stuff. This one's from 1902. Rowcliffe's London. Wow, look at that signature. Then this one looks like, see if we see a date on it. So I think most of all this is like business type correspondence, not personal correspondence. I got this whole box of stuff a long time ago, and I haven't ever really looked through it. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. All right, let me do one more and then we'll start it, and I'll keep throwing stuff into it's over. This one's still got the original, before they used staples, they'd use pens. This one, Mr. and Mrs. somebody, a lot of red ink in there. I'm not sure what that is either. Some kind of ledger of some sort. All right, let me go ahead and get this one started. I think I've got, let me pin this. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start it. $3. We'll do 20 seconds, and I'll keep adding till the auction's over. Let me get the first thing ready here, and we're off and running. 1915. I'll just more or less give the date, 1930, and then whoever wins it can see the content. Here's a cool ledger with the pin through it. So several 1800s and a lot of early 1900s documents here. I'm not sure what this one is. Some kind of correspondence. Here's 1906. Here's 1900. They crossed out 18 and put 1900. This one's embossed. Sunny Bank, New Lane, Oswald Whistle. Oswald Whistle, 1928. 1899, Lloyd's Bank Chambers, Hanley Staffs. All right, one Cali Girl, thank you. And then I have this one in my hand, so it's another Lloyd's Bank Chambers. Set those down and write your name down if I can find my pen and sticky notes here. And you unlock bronze, so make sure you click up there at the top. I know you get a percentage off on one of your future purchases. Let's see, that was. So are you in California, one Cali Girl? If so, I hope you're safe from all the fires if you're in Southern California. I have a friend who lives in Long Beach, and he's way south of where everything's really bad, but it's just, I can't even imagine. I know we had the fires here in Gatlinburg several years ago, and that was nothing compared to California, and they were terrible. All right, tell you what, I'll do one more lot of these letters. Let me grab another handful out of here. All right, let me get some in here. So this one's a little newer. It's 1946, but it looks like a statement of account of some sort. This one's Price, Leslie and Company, 1905. It's like on really thin paper. This one, let's see, December 98, so I guess 1898 probably. I understand that something. Here's another one of the Lloyd's Bank Chambers from 1899. And another one of those. WJJW He, solicitor. That one, I don't know that I see a date on that one. It's got a phone number up there. Here's account A for Joseph Millward, deceased. $1,900 on that one. And then here's 18, or maybe 1903, because I don't think it's 1803. 1903. And here's another like ledger type document, 1842. That one, I think it's 1842. That one's really old if it is. Oh, and this one's really cool. It's got the tax stamp on there. Received this day, June 18. That one's another one that looks like maybe 1842. All right, let me do a couple more, then we'll start it. I'm not sure on that one. Oh, 1872. So another pretty old one. And this one. There's another 1872. And then finally another 1872. These two have some smudging there. All right, let me go ahead and start it, and then we will. Hey, Lillian, and then we will. I'll keep adding as long as y'all are bidding. All right, here we go. Run next. So this one's got a lot of stuff in it. I don't know what the date is, but it looks like some kind of will document, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Oh wow, look at the writing on this one. 1913. Dear sirs, that is some neat handwriting there. Here's another ledger document of some sort. So this one seemed to have more 1800s documents in it. All right, one Cali Girl. I will stick that with your others. Let me know if y'all want me to run one more of those. I don't want to sit there and run the same thing, if people don't want to see it. But I can run one more lot of the handwritten letters if you want me to. Handwritten correspondence, I guess it is. All right, I put that in your stack, Cali Girl. Let's see what else I got back here that's a little different, maybe. Would there be any interest? These are not really ephemera per se, but they're tapestries, so they're not heavy particularly. Let's see if I can. I may have to pull the camera off and show it this way. Yeah, so I have this moon landing tapestry, and then I also have a Jesus tapestry. I don't know if there's any interest in those. I would guess they're probably from the 60s. Well, maybe 70s because you got the moon landing. And then there's also a peacock one. And here's the peacock one. So I got those three if anybody. Okay. I would probably start these at $5 a piece if that's okay. Because they are nice. I don't know how to describe. They have a musty odor to them. I'm sure they could be washed. I didn't want to wash them and risk doing anything. They're not terrible, but they were found in a house that nobody had lived in for a while. So they don't have any staining or anything I can see. So yeah, let me go ahead and get the camera back over here. I'll just run all three of them. But let me add an entry for tapestries. Let me see what they weigh. Give me just a second here. Yeah, they'll be under a pound in the kind of box they'll be in. So, tell you what, I'll just do them as 12 to 15 ounce ephemera. And let me pin the item. Okay, we'll do this peacock first. And let me start auction. We'll change it to $5. And we'll just do it at 20 seconds. Hey, let me just grab the camera and show them over here so I can spread them out. All right, that's running. So you have this peacock. The colors in it are absolutely beautiful. Like no rips or tears that I can see anywhere. This one's got like the tassels or whatever you would call it on it. So that's the Peacock. Thank you, Tackle Finder. All right. And then here's Jesus. So we're going to run next. So this one's now running. So this one does not have any tassels on it. Once again, I don't see any like rips or tears or stains or anything. I mean, like I mentioned, they do have what I would call a musty, maybe odor. I haven't done anything to try to clean them or anything. And then finally, we got the moon landing. This is the coolest one. We'll go ahead and run this one. So, once again, no rips or tears I can see. This one does have the tassel stuff. Hey, you unlocked Platinum, Tackle Finder. Congratulations. Thanks for the bids, Tackle Finder and Peter Parley. It does have a little, just needs to be cleaned off, I think. Guess I'll go to about 4 o'clock today. Yeah, this one is cool. I mean, they're all neat, but this one's especially cool. All right, Tackle Finder, thank you. Let me fold these up and stick them with your other stuff. It'll be interesting to see how Whatnot splits your boxes up. I mean, it's all going to be easy to ship, but I know sometimes Whatnot just randomly creates new boxes. So, I guess while we're doing linens, I do have one more towel here. Let me show it. See if anybody's interested in this. This one's a beach towel. See if I can even show the whole thing. And this is kind of like that Spider-Man towel. I would say it's, it's not in perfect condition. I don't really see any rips or tears, but it's a Jolly Green Giant. So you got Sprout, I think was this little green giant's name. I think he's surfing. If you look here. I mean, there is some, fraying. I don't see like holes or anything. So I don't know. Does anybody interested in the Jolly Green Giant towel? I would guess it's from the 80s, 70s or 80s, if I had to guess. So I do have that if anybody wants me to run it. All right, let me just grab some more stacks of stuff here. I guess I got enough stuff over here to go through. All right, let me build the next. The only stamps I have some first day issue envelopes, blocks indeed. They're probably from the 60s up through the 80s. I can show some of those, but that would be the only stamps I really have other than we've seen a few random stamps come out in some of this stuff. I really don't know what all I have because these are just boxes that came out of a farmhouse. Yeah, I'll do a stack of them just like I did the other stuff. So let me grab a handful here. All right. And some of these are not technically first day covers. I guess they're more like souvenir things. So here's Apollo 15 from the United States Navy. It's stamped the um, manned space craft recovery. So that one's from 1971. And then here's another. Oh man, I just dropped some. There's another one, but it's a different. It's for the Apollo 15, but it's a different color and a little bit different stamp on there. That one's from the USS Austin, and this is from the USS Okinawa. So let me pick up these I dropped on the floor here. Here's a Douglas MacArthur. There. Here's another Douglas MacArthur for the same stamp, but a different cachet on the envelope. Here's one for the commemoration of the second anniversary of the Air Postal and Courier Group in Alameda, California, Air Force Reserve, and it's got the Eisenhower stamp on it. Here's an Apollo Soyuz, 1975. Here's Commanding Officer of the USS Chehalis, Fleet Post Office, San Francisco, California. It's got the Native American on there. Here's Skylab. I'll do a few more of these, and then I'll start the auction and keep adding as long as people are bidding. There's Horse Racing, first day of issue. Here's a Christmas, first day of issue. Here's another Christmas, first day of issue. And I'll start this at $3. I think already. Some of these are duplicates, so I'm trying to. There's Apollo 12, manned lunar landing, U.S. Navy recovery force. And then there's First Man on the Moon, first day of issue, 1969. There's Elevator, first day of issue. All right, let me go ahead and start this, then I'll keep dropping ones as long as people are bidding. I'm trying to get out of the duplicates here real quick before I start it. Okay. All right, we're going to run. I don't need to do 12 to 15. Well, yeah, I probably will by the time I do it. So let's see. We're going to run next. And that's running. So here's Happy Birthday, first day of issue. Here's Carousel, first day of issue. Here's Medal of Honor, first day of issue. Trying to go as fast as I can to get you as many in there as possible. Keep in Touch, first day of issue. Congratulations, first day of issue. And then there's United Way, first day of issue. Nation of Readers, first day of issue. There's Hispanic Americans, first day of issue. There's Public Education, first day of issue. World Hunger. And Love You Dad, first day of issue. Typing Cat, thank you so much. Let's see. Let me get your name on a sticky here. And my plan's to have all this packaged up Monday, go to the post office on Tuesday since Monday's a postal holiday. So hopefully people have them by the end of next week, as long as we don't get snow again. That messed all of the shipping up last week. So, all right. Do y'all want me to run one more lot of first day covers? I can do one more if you want me to. Okay. Here's Best Wishes first day cover. Here's Get Well Soon first day cover. Guess we're into kind of holidays, or not holidays really. Happy Birthday. Here's Thank You. These are all from 87. Here's Love You Mom. We had the Love You Dad. Then here's just the Love 1985. Then here is Business Education. Here's America's First Plastic Stamp. I remember when that came out. Here's another Skylab. I think we did a Skylab in the last lot. Here's Historic Preservation, first day of issue. Let's see, I'm trying to let me pull one of these out. On this side, it's just a 1969, but then on the back, it's got Apollo 12 manned lunar landing. Then here's an Apollo 14. Can't remember if we did an Apollo 14 in the last lot or not. Here's 10th anniversary of the Freedom 7. It's got a cool cancellation with a rocket on it there. Here's a pair of Christmas stamps, first day issue. Then here's a mixed group of Christmas stamps. Here's an Apollo 15. Then here's Best Wishes and Battle of Yorktown. Let me go ahead and run it, and then I'll keep throwing them in. Okay, that's running. Here's Battle of Virginia Capes. Surrender at Yorktown. Thinking of You. Savings and Loan Associations. The American Red Cross. Sandy Hook, New Jersey. The Wheelchair. The Mayflower. The USS Constitution. The Tulip. The Camellia. The Rose. And the Dahlia. Those are pretty. Here's the Lily. And then here's a love stamp. Here's the Honeybee. And here's another one for love. And then there's another Man on the Moon. Let's see if I got any more I can throw in there real quick since y'all are still bidding. Here's another one of these, Commanding Officer of the USS Chehalis. And here, I'll throw a couple more in there since y'all are still bidding, even if I don't get them out there before it ends. There's General Douglas MacArthur again. Let me reach back into the box and get some different ones. Well, those are all. There's another Apollo Soyuz. Got a lot of those. Here we go. These are different. Here's here's a Canada one. Here's a horse racing first day of issue. All right, and then let me go ahead and grab one more here that I haven't put in there yet. And here's another Christmas one. So, All right, thank you for all the bids on those. And I will put those with your others, Typing Cat. All right, 3:39. So about 20 more minutes, and then I'll probably need to get off here. We're actually taking my parents out to eat tonight for Christmas. That was their Christmas present. Going to eat Asian food. So run watts 4:32. Absolutely. Let me grab those. Let's see. There's 32. And then 4 is the French ephemera items. Let's see if I can find that. I think it's going to be in the bottom of all this stuff. There it is. All right, we'll do 32 first. Yeah, this one's actually pretty cool. Let me pin this. So this is a Betty Crocker. It says how to take a trick a day with Bisquick. Let the stars show you. So it's got Clark Gable, Countess Fall de St. Fowl, May Robson, Thomas Hilliard, Dick Powell, Nell Nicholas, and then Bing Crosby, Joan Crawford, Mildred Maddox Bentley, Gene Parker, Beulah Gillespie. And then if you look inside, sorry about that, it's got, they're not really recipes, they're more menus. And like there's Joan Crawford. So she's known for her clever home management. There's Betty Davis, May Robson, Warren Williams. There's Clark Gable. So it's, I guess, a Bisquick menu thing put together. They told it to Betty Crocker, and she compiled this book. All right, so we'll go ahead and start this. And that is 20 seconds, $1 start. That's running. So pretty cool piece of advertising there with all the different stars in it. Looks like you're going to get this one for $1, C. Edwards. All right, good get there. Let's see, let me find your other stuff. All right, let me put that with your letters, and then lot 4. All right, and lot 4 is for their French ephemera items. If we look at them here, so got a lot of advertisements, some kind of tourist type of document here, brochure, booklet, I guess is the word for it. And then the 150th anniversary of the French Revolution, 1939. So this folds out. That's from the French Government Tourist Bureau. And then we have a map of Paris. See if I can. Yeah, so there's the Paris Metro. I think this folds out completely. But yeah, so, and there's the inside. And then finally, this one here, 1923. So you're getting all 4 of those starting at $1. And that is running. So you got the map of Paris, the 150th anniversary of the French Revolution, 1939, this one, and then this one from 1923. So a pretty cool little lot of French items. Thank you, Dry Creek. Let me get a stack started for you. Hey, Nerdy Nurse, thanks for coming in. Crime Paul, Jomar, anybody else I've missed? Probably going to be wrapping up here in the next 15 minutes or so. So I can definitely tell my medicine's starting to wear off at this point. So I've got that same crud that's been going around to everybody else. So put that back there. All right. Any other requests from the auction catalog? Make sure you check out. Yeah, make sure you check out. I got some dollar starts in the auction section. Then I also have a bunch of stuff in the buy it now, and then we've just been going through random like stacks of stuff. So once again, these aren't ephemera, but I found these. They were in like the bottom of one of these boxes that had paper in it. Let me know if anybody would be interested in these. I mean, they're sterling, so they're going to have some intrinsic value, and I can tell you how much they weigh. I know sterling's like right at $1 a gram now. Oh, my button's not working to go to grams for some reason. There we go. Yeah, so like this weighs 8 grams, and it's a little sterling heart locket. Mark 925 on the back if you can see it there. Let's see if it opens up. Yeah, then you can open it up. So I'd run it starting at $3. So I'll tell you what, I'll just go ahead and run it, and we'll see if there's any interest there. So let me pin that. So for the sterling silver heart locket that weighed 8 grams, start $3, and there we go. So see if there's any interest in that. Yeah, and like I said, I know sterling's basically right at $1 a gram now, give or take. So all right, Archery Huntress, let me put your name on that. Then I also have this one. You're welcome. It also is marked sterling on the bottom. I need to get my magnifying glass. It's like RP, I think, and it's got, I don't know that it's real turquoise, but it's got a little turquoise colored stone on it. And this one weighs 6 grams. So let me run this one as well. And that is running. And here's the inside of this one. But it is stamped with some kind of brand, so. All right, that one's also coming to you. And then finally, the last little sterling thing I have is, let's see, where was this one marked? Where was this one? I know it was marked somewhere because I found it. Oh yeah, it's hold on, let me change to my reading glass. Well, the shipping cost, so it's a max of $8.77, but I don't think running these at 4 to 7 ounces. What it does is it like does the actual cost up until you get to 8.77. Then there's no more shipping. So it should be like $4 and something maybe for that first one you got. Then the second one might add a little bit more, um, but it's an incremental building of shipping is the way Whatnot works. But like I said, I have it capped at $8.77. I think this one was sterling. Yeah, I think it says Gorham sterling. Yeah. And then finally, we got this little, um, I don't know if it's a pill box, but this one's etched and it's from Gorham. It says Gorham sterling on the side. Right there, you probably can't see it, but and this one weighs, let me weigh it without the little plastic insert. This one's probably the lightest of the three. Actually, this one's the heaviest. It weighs 10 grams. So, and it's got the little plastic bottom. So yeah, this one's Gorham. We'll run it also at $3 sterling silver, and that is running. And it should show you your shipping cost archery down at the bottom. So sterling silver little pill box or ring box, or I don't know exactly what you would call it. All right, we got Grandma Sherry in at 8. Thanks for the bids, everyone. Just about to lose my voice, I feel like. So I hope nobody else is getting sick. I know a lot of crud's going around right now. My mother-in-law's been sick, and she lives with us, and so I don't know if that's who I picked it up from, but I don't feel just terrible, but just kind of blah. All right, Grandma Sherry, thank you so much. I think that was the first thing you got today, maybe. In any case, I will write your name down. Yeah, you got it too, Tackle Finder. Yeah, it's like I said. I mean, I'm feeling not just like terrible. It's just all the talking I've done today is kind of, it's kind of worn me out a little bit. Let's see, 352. Let me see if I have anything just really cool that I want to run before I get off here. It's hard to see what's in all these boxes, to be honest. So. Let me just grab one more. We'll do one more stack of stuff and then maybe call it a day. All right. Let's see what all we got here. No silver coins that I know of. I just happened to find those couple of little sterling things in the bottom of one of the ephemera boxes. I mean, there might be sterling coins, but I did not see any. All right, so here is, I don't know what it is. It's just a picture of some kind of sailboat. That's just an envelope. That's not even worth. All right, here's a studio photo from Columbus, class of '58. album prints from Florida, 1955. So you got one. They're all holding the little dog. Must be a new puppy they got. So there's 4 pictures in there. Oh yeah, look at the puppy. There's Carlson's studio in Wyoming, New York. Here's a Lima Beans label. Here's a wedding picture from, I can't tell, Lebanon. So I don't know if that's Lebanon, Tennessee, or somewhere else. Here's a photo arch portrait from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, with Love Ann. Looks kind of hand tinted, maybe. Here's Robert Herring, the author of Hub, to be published by the Viking Press in 1981. Anybody ever read any books by Robert Herring? Here's Thank You for a Lovely Gift. I guess. Look at the TV back there. That is so cool. With the, who remembers having to adjust the rabbit ears on top of the TV and only having 3 or 4 channels? You had NBC, ABC, CBS, and PBS, and then maybe a UHF channel, and that would be it. Here's Doug Nossett, Old City, Pennsylvania. Oil City, Pennsylvania. Then here's some kind of graduation photo, maybe of some sort, from Buffalo, New York. All right. Hey, thank you so much. Yeah. Now, I remember my grandmother got this TV when I was probably in my teens. So maybe in the early 80s, late 70s. And it had a remote, but it had a cord that came out. I don't know if anybody remembers those. You would push the button on the remote, and the hey Wes, and the channels would actually, it wasn't like digital, it was mechanical. The little dial would actually spin when you push the remote button. Hey, look at this guy. He's in his robe and pouring himself a little drink there. That is William Kish in Japan. Came out of a scrapbook. And here's a couple of scrapbook pages. So these are glued on here. Look at this guy on the car laying down on the side. Or there's 2 of them, actually. So those are glued on there. Here's another page. These are from 1930. There's a family picture of some sort. Those are duplicates there. All right, let me put one more thing out there, then we'll start throwing stuff down while we run it. I don't know if that's parents and a son there. It's some kind of foreign studio. All right, I guess this will be the last thing I run today. Appreciate everybody coming in. Stick around after this. We'll go find somebody to raid on your beta version, 1970s. Yeah, that may have been. I don't remember the brand of TV or anything, but I just remember you'd pull the cord over to the couch and you'd hit it, and the little dial would go and spin around. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and run next, and I will keep putting stuff in as long as y'all are bidding. And let me get something ready to put out there. All right, here we go. So this is a survey map of some sort. I was looking to see if it has a date. Looks to be early 1900s, could even be 1800s. I don't want to. Here is a deed of some sort. Looks old. It's got the stamp, State of North Carolina, Lenore County. So I don't see a date right off the bat, but oh, Grandma Sherry won. Here, let me see what this is. And I don't know. Here's an envelope with something in it. That'll go in there as well. And I think that is it. Yeah, and as Wes says, if you go over to YouTube, and if you're watching on YouTube right now, I appreciate it. I am streaming over there. You can find us at the Finders Flippers or Resale Podcast, and new episodes usually come out every Tuesday night. We're going to be doing a live the first weekend in February as a thank you to getting to 200 subscribers. So go over there, check us out, subscribe to our channel, and let me go find somebody to raid. Thank you so much to everybody for coming. Let me look on my laptop here and see who's live right now. Yeah, and I'll try to put some honey on my throat, Wes, so I can talk on Sunday. Let's see. Ephemera right now we have. We'll go over to Dave F. Brother. He's doing postcards today, it looks like. So let me raid him. And everybody have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time. Make sure you bookmark my postcard show for next Friday. Dave F. Brother. All right, here we go. Everybody have a great day.